Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my November TBR. I am so excited because the day I'm filming this, we actually just had our first snowfall of the year, and so it's really getting me in the spirit, and I probably will be picking up Christmas romances because they're like some of my favorite books just because they're so cute and cozy and I just love them, so I'm really excited to pick them up. Although I don't think I have any on my TBR, I definitely will be picking some up, I'm sure. But I also just want to address, I did dye my hair. It's not permanent, but it'll last about a month. So for about a month of thumbnails and videos, you will see my red hair. I just needed a change. It's my first time ever dyeing it, but I'm really happy with it. Anyways, without further ado, without further rambling, let's hop into the video. Okay, so the first book on my TBR is actually my local book club for the pick for the month. I have yet to read it, even though it's this weekend that I have to that we're talking about it, but it is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sango Mandana. I've heard really good things about this book, so I'm very excited. I've honestly have not heard anything bad about this book, so I'm really excited, and I'm excited to get in one more really witchy, spooky book for the year before I start picking up Christmas romances, because I'm sure it's gonna happen soon. Since Canada, Thanksgiving is already passed, so there's really no reason for me not to immediately hop into Christmas. Sorry if the camera angle changed. My camera randomly completely turned off, so I don't know what just happened. But anyways, one of my goals for November is actually also to get through as many books that I have as series ongoing, as many as I can, because I've been really slacking and I've been picking up a lot of new series lately, so I really want to go back and read a bunch of them this month. So we'll go through those next. So the next books on my TBR are Princess of Chaos and Princess of Ashes. Princess of Ashes is supposed to be coming out November 10th. I forgot to mention it in my November releases, so I wanted to make sure I mentioned it here because I am really excited. This is the next sort of trilogy within the Royals of Forsyth University. This one's following the Prince's fraternity. Each of them follow a different fraternity, and I'm really excited about this one because based on what I've learned from the other books, I'm really excited to just dive into this one because it just sounds very different from the other ones. The other ones were more dark, and this one's definitely going to be a dark one too. It's just a different kind of dark, I guess. And the next series on my TBR is the Winston Brothers series, so I want to finish this one. I've read the first three at the end of last year, beginning of this year, and I absolutely loved the third one, and it made me just completely stop the series because I just Cletus's book is the one I was really looking forward to, so I read up until I got to his book, and then I just sort of fell off the series. But I do want to get back to it because they are fun, just really fun rom-coms that are just light and easy to pick up whenever. They are Beard in Mind, Doctor Strange Beard, Beard with Me, and Beard Necessities. I don't know what any of them are about. I just know that they follow the different Winston brothers, and I don't even know which one goes with which, but I'm sure I'll have a fun time reading them. Okay, and the next book is He's Not My Type of Megan Quinn. This book also releases this month. I thought it was releasing on November 6th, but I did see an Instagram post from her recently that I think it's getting pushed till later in the month. So I don't remember what date it is, but I'll leave it in the description down below because I just can't remember what the date is, and I've just been posting everywhere that's coming out November 6th, but I don't think it is anymore. So, but I am going to be reading that as soon as it comes out because I loved that series. I read it in a reading vlog earlier this year, and I'll probably do another reading vlog while I'm reading this book in the series because I'm really excited to read it because Megan Quinn's books are always just a good time. Really been in a hockey romance mood lately. So the next book on my TBR is Stay With Me by Corinne Michaels. This is the last book in the Arrowwood Brothers series, and I'm really excited about this one because it's a single parent romance. This one, the female main character, her husband recently passed away while he was on duty. I think if I remember correctly, he was in the Air Forces, but I don't remember for sure. And the male main character is the fourth Arrowwood brother, and he is a celebrity. He actually is in a superhero movie. So her son is a huge fan of his movies, so he goes and meets them, and obviously the two end up falling for each other. But I am so excited about this one. It's got all of the makings for a really good single parent romance, and it's one of my favorite tropes, so I'm very excited and I hope I absolutely love this one. Okay, and the next two books are the next two books in the Dreamland Billionaire series. I read the fine print last month or the month before that. Anyways, I did really like it, so I'd want to continue with the series, and I've heard that the last one is the best one, and I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be part of the Goodreads Choice Awards, so I want to make sure that I pick it up ASAP so that I can get it read before those come out. Also, Lauren Asher's new book is coming out this month, so I really want to read that as well, but I didn't add it to my TBR because I kind of want to finish this series first for some reason. Maybe it's just because they're both billionaire series. They feel like they are like sequential, but I'm pretty sure they have nothing to do with one another. I really want to read the series before the end of the year. The next book on my TBR is The Bitter Root Inn by Daphne Perry. I have been really loving this series, so I want to make sure I dive back into it. Daphne Perry's books all just feel so very cozy to me, so while it's getting colder and stuff like that, I do find myself gravitating towards these books a lot more. Even though I put them on my summer TBR, I'm realizing that these do feel more like fall winter to me, so I'm really excited to pick them up. I don't know much about this book except for that it follows Maisie from the previous books, who is a single mom, so I'm sure I'm going to love it because it's, again, another single parent romance, and I am so excited about that. The next book on my TBR is Ever Mine by Laura Pavlov. This is the second book in the Honey Mountain series. This follows a hockey player, and like I mentioned earlier, I am really in a hockey romance mood. I've been reading a whole bunch lately, so I feel like this one is a good time for me to finally get back to that series because, again, it's a small town cozy romance, so I think that I will hopefully enjoy getting back into it. That's about it. That's about all I remember about the book. I think it might be also Second Chance if I remember correctly, which is another one of my favorite tropes, so I'm really hoping that I love it. I definitely want to get back to this series soon. If not this month. Okay, I'm still going on books that are part of series that I'm ongoing. So the next book is Hookshot by Kennedy Ryan. This is the third and final book in the Hoops trilogy, and I am so excited again about this book. I'm pretty sure it's also single parent. Obviously, there is a bit of a theme. I'm apparently also in a single parent romance mood as well as a hockey romance mood. Again, I stopped the Hoops trilogy series, and I just really want to finish this series by the end of the year because I loved the first one so much. I didn't love the second one as much, but I've heard really good things about the third one. A lot of people, it's either the first one or the third one is their favorite book, so I'm hoping that I love the third book as much as I loved the first one. I've got only 3 more books that are part of series that I have ongoing, and that is going to be majority of the TBR, so let's keep going. The next book is The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the 4th book in the Inheritance Games series, and I'm really excited about this one because it follows Jameson and Grayson's point of view, which sounds like a lot of fun. I actually think it might also follow the other 2 Hawthorne brothers, but obviously those are the 2 that I was really excited to read their point of view because they're such big parts of the first 3 books. And then also, her books are just such easy, fun binge reads because all the chapters are super short and the mystery is always very engaging to me, so I loved this entire series and I'm really excited to read the 4th one. I hope that it lives up to the first 3 in the trilogy. The next book is Christmas in Quincy by Daphne Perry. This is the novella prequel story for the Eden series, and I am so excited about this one. I have been putting it off for a long time because I want to make sure I wanted to read it during Christmas time, so I think this is finally the month and I'm really excited to read it, although I do sort of know what happened based on like things that have happened in the rest of the series. I'm still really excited to pick it up. It just sounds like it's going to be so cozy and Christmassy and I'm so excited. And the last book that is part of series I have ongoing is The Golden Lily by Rochelle Mead. This is the 2nd book in the Bloodline series. I was doing a reread of the Vampire Academy series last fall and winter, and I loved it so much. It was so nostalgic, so I really want to do the same thing with Bloodline series. I already reread the first one, and now I'm getting into this. I want to read the second one this month because they just feel just so nostalgic and cozy to me, and I've been having a really hard time getting into fantasy books lately, but I think that a YA fantasy will be really like a good place for me to hopefully get back into it, because I do really want to pick up Crescent City by the end of the year so I can read the third one when it comes out, but right now it's just way too daunting, so hopefully this will spark my fantasy kick again. And I only have 3 books that are not part of series that I have ongoing. So the first book is Wait For It by Mariana Zapata. I'm slowly but surely making my way through Mariana Zapata's backlist, and guess what this one is? I'm pretty sure it's Single Parent. So I actually saw a TikTok talking about this one recently. I can't remember who it was that was talking about it, but they sold it on me. So I'm like, yep, that will be the next one I pick up for sure because it sounds really good. Other than that, I don't really know what it's about. I don't really remember. I just remember that it was Single Parent, so that was enough for me. The next book on my list is Until I Get You by Claire Contreras. This is a like dark hockey romance, so I thought it was perfect for November because it's like in between spooky season and it's still hockey season. So I'm really excited to pick this one up. I have seen some people say that not to call it a dark romance, that's more of a thriller or something like that, but I really don't know anything about this book. I'm going in completely blind and I'm very excited about it. So, because it just sounds like such an interesting, unique concept. So I'm very excited to pick it up because I have been in a little bit of a dark romance. Let me know if you have any recommendations down below or all the different moods that I'm clearly in. And the last book on my TBR is Check and Make by Ali Hazelwood. This is her YA debut book, and I always like to have like a easy YA book on my TBR that I'm pretty sure I will love to read just as like a quick fluffy book, because I find those are really good when I'm in a slump. I was in a bit of a slump in October and I didn't do that, and I think that's why it lasted so long, because I was sort of waiting for Hopeless to come out and hoping that would take me out of my slump, and it did. But I should have just read a quick YA book, because that for some reason always just like gets me back into reading, because it just really, because it's just easy and quick and fun. That's why that's on there, and also just because I like Ali Hazelwood's writing, so I'm excited to see what she comes up with for her YA book. Okay, and those are all of the books that are on my November TBR. Let me know in the comments down below some of the books that are on your November TBR. I'd love to chat about it. Subscribe if you're not already, and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.